all the strength, all the armor, all the support.
Remember when the Ogre Jakiro lane was around?
That was good times.
It was a two-headed dragon lane.
Top lane, initiation over on KheZu. Z-Freak bolted himself forward, got the stun off, and now KheZu, the arrow's going to fly in, but compLexity already split. Swindles knew they had the kill anyway, thanks to Firefly and YapzOr. He'll have to leap himself out to safety. Could not get there in time to help out his teammate.
Screw this lane. I'm going where someplace where I won't get outplayed.
YapzOr. There's arrow available. Z-Freak's going to jump in. He'll get the kick off. KheZu, low. Stick charge will let him survive a little bit longer. In comes that Starfall. The extra star doesn't fall on Swindle's head, however, which means he may not. Will he go? Yeah, he does go down. YapzOr able to hit that last arrow in. Z-Freak unable to save his teammate. But you still had Slark down the bottom, Beastmaster up on the top, and the Bat Rider
For the raindrops.
It's also good protection. And for now, Chessie and Hanskin can't spot off the side. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with Era, but it's Limp. Sonic Wave, it connects in the mid. coJqva just started off with a little bit of that chip damage, and then the Sonic Wave finished the job underneath the Tier 1 tower. So a solo kill on the Juggernaut. This is the kind of thing which, if you're compLexity, you get really scared about, because that's momentum for a Queen of Pain. And Z-Freak, he came down for the rune. The arrow is going to connect from YapzOr, and that is a guaranteed kill, a second kill for coJqva. Instantly goes back to base, and Chessie's being initiated on the bottom lane too. They push up on Era. Chessie will be able to Kuchi himself down. They're trying to get rid of the bugs. And under the cover of Moonlight Shadow, there's no follow-up here from the rest of compLexity rotation, aka Dazzle.
It's an interesting change to the Queen of Pain build too, which allows her to be this strong at level 7. With the 1-1-4, one build, as opposed to the 2-1-3. Oh, Swindles.
Yeah.
Oh no.
With that wingspan, he managed to get clipped by an arrow.
Iron Talon time.
Please no. Please no. He buys up a magic wand instead.
He's thinking about it. Also starting to worry a little about this offlane for them.
Well, they're having a crack at Era on bottom lane. Just a little bit of a chip, but Era gets back. It's the top lane where things are brewing. The roar out from KheZu, looking towards Swindles. YapzOr wants to rotate over. Z-Freak is just trying to body block it so the arrow can't connect. Unfortunately for Z-Freak, he's already lost his teammate because coJqva rotated over. YapzOr is on the run. Z-Freak has perfect vision, so YapzOr, all he really wants is Starfall, bait him with the arrow. He can't leap forward. Now the arrow will fly in. Z-Freak, he was running the tree line. There was nowhere to go. The Starfall will find the kill. That's YapzOr's second kill of the game so far.
That was a sick play by YapzOr. Oh, it was very nice by Z-Freak too. Z-Freak was actually the one that stopped the cast the arrow, forces the Z-Freak to attempt to dodge the arrow that wasn't even there, and then hits him where he can't dodge.
Oh, Era, they're jumping in on him. He's still got Shadow Dance available. Cinder is just bailing out, but the Flame Break will cancel his TP. He doesn't have mana to do anything else apart from run and die. Era will also die underneath the Tier 1. Unable to TP out in time.
Nice rotation coming out from Swindlemelons. Top lane is just not working out for him. He comes down to the bottom lane, stops the TP, and the Slark can't Shadow Dance TP because
it's just because he's got the mana to use it.
Swindle's looking for a kill.
He's going to find one too. KheZu nearby at the ball, causing a couple of problems. Okay, Swindles. Swindles. Error is here. The counter, as we said, against the Bat Rider is always going to be the Slark, but when Cinderin comes in to help, it's the icing on the cake. Swindle's going YOLO with no friends. And now bottom lane, coJqva. Alright, KheZu backing out the Necro Books. They're going to boulder forward. As YapzOr in the neighborhood, Omnislayer shared out, and Cinderin going to tank through most of it. And, well, he's actually waddling himself out of here with a roar on Z-Freak. Z-Freak's in trouble. He's going to drop on down. Oh, Willie, the Shallow Grave is there. It buys him the time, and it's actually 2 heroes lost from escape. So just like game number 1 around the 15-minute mark, compLexity find themselves with a favorable fight.
And another few minutes.
There she blows, blink forward, Sonic Wave, he's going to let it rip too, and Z-Freak, he should pop in the tree lines. Oh, Willie, the Orchid wasn't enough, the Shadow Strike is working its way through it, while a lasso of Swindles holds KheZu in position, and he will burn down inside the Firefly. Z-Freak survives to fight another day. Trade-off will be the Tier 1 tower in the mid lane. The Catapult's still there, so Era needs to stick around for just a little bit longer.
4 minutes earlier in this game.
Yep, with less to work with. Chessie, whoa, hello, jumping in through the rear. Cinderin actually started with the Ignite instead of going for the stun.
He needed to pop the Lincolns.
Yeah.
Or wanted to.
Well, now the Lincoln's going to get triggered, and the stun with a Sonic Wave finds the kill. Swindles jumps in, but it's already a little bit too late with this lasso. He controls coin for a little bit longer. Synderen, he's -14, -16 on the armor, thanks to the Scarab Beetles going to work. So it'll end up being a trade-off. They keep running out. Era is just bailing. Yabsor's underneath an observer ward. They can see him, and Zfreak's going to boulder forward, gets the perfect kick, and the follow-up silence, so no leap away from Yapsor. Now he can do it up to the hillside, but attempt at a very optimistic TP. Not going to work as Era pounces, waist behind the fountain, even consumes the fountain to help kill off Hanskin with the help of qojqva. They find the kill. They find another one too. Man, this is just kills all over the map. Say goodbye to Zfreak. KheZu putting his Blink Dagger Raw Necros to work.
But it's going to take him a while to get there. Roshan at half HP.
Yeah, and on bottom lane, Zfreak was actually looking for Yabsor, but Yabsor already with Blink Dagger, throws the arrow over, it connects, in comes KheZu with a Sonic Wave, hitting on 3, Hanskin's already down, Limp's getting bashed up by Roshan, even the armor turning against him, the Omni Slash going to work, qojqva, it's not enough, he bounced too many times into the Necro books, so they don't find that kill, Chessie will burn out, the Ogre's Ignite finds that kill, and Zfreak, well, it's a high perch, a wonderful place to plant a tombstone. compLexity will lose Roshan. The Slark wasn't even really there at the start for qojqva. He didn't have this with the Scythe.
Very good versus the Juggernaut in particular because of the Manta countering the Orchid. As you mentioned, though, I think they should have played no
coming
risk
in again.
at that point, though.
The Orchid over on Chessie. Support's going to arrive in. KheZu gets the roar off, but the damage of qojqva so high already. Zfreak gets hit so hard by the arrow. Yabsor wants to go in for a little bit more damage. The Shallow Grave will protect. And the only thing that was really lost here, well, okay, qojqva.
There's a high ground ward. It scouts it out. Era checks out these supports, and look at Limp. Multicast into a double starfall from Yapsor. Very nice scythe out onto SwindleMelons into a roar, and he will die.
And that is just the fight that Escape looked for.
It all started with the smoke into the Roach, though. Like,
yep.
They have to be much more careful about how they secure Roach. They are dire. They have the inherent slight advantage when it comes to taking out Roach, and this may be the last.
Swindles up on the hillside. They trigger the dust, so they already get the reveal over on Yapsor. So Limp gets the Aegis Immortal. Swindle's still waiting. His Blink Dagger's on cooldown. Now the Roar. They catch Zfreak in the bottom part of the river. He needs a way out, but he's got no mana. Even with the wand charges, this is still not enough. The arrows fly through, will miss their target. They've locked in Era, but again, Era able to get to the Shadow Dance. Swindles is gone. The Sonic Wave does huge damage. Limp, that cheese will not be enough to save him from this one. He's gone for the count. Chessie's on the run. Aegis the Immortal only means he can die twice. The TP went out from the Dazzle. He's abandoned his teammate. Chessie's on the run. Orchid, perfect stun control. Triple kill for qojqva. Just racking it up. I hope you had a card for him. He's got 11 kills, 1 death, and 7 assists on this beautiful Queen of Pain. Swindles going on Era, and they were in, they just couldn't get him. Incapable of finding that kill. Swindles just try and delay again. Era. Oh, there's your blink away. The arrow's coming in from Yapsor. Doesn't hit Swindles, but reveals his position. He's in the trees. There's your Starfall. There's your Roar. The Hawk gave him the vision.
Jeez, Roar for good measure. Who cares about axes? Just roar him.
That's a low cooldown. KheZu's probably going to be picking. Chessie stunts over on the towers. The bottom lane's pushed in, so it's going to be a matter of time before those megas hit, and Era comes in from behind. He focuses on Hanskin. He has to self-grave before this fight begins. You don't have Swindles. The Omni Slash soaked up by Necro Books as well. This is not going to be the dream fight. No, when Sonic Wave from qojqva hits so perfectly. This is over. It's done. It's cooked. compLexity will drop to the lower bracket, and Escape will advance themselves forward to face up in the winner's bracket final, and potentially go straight in to the main event of TI.